Hey, what's going on, guys? ZillTheGOAT here, back with another video. First off, I want to say thank you guys for the support so much. You guys have been making my shit go all the way up, and I appreciate it so much. You guys have no idea. So today I have two friends with me. We're going to do a I have or have not challenge. So pretty much we're both going to have two pieces of paper. I have not, and I have. And we're going to find out a lot about each other and, yeah, see what's going on. So you guys know the drill. If you like the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know down below what type of videos you'd like to see going forward. And last thing, as always, I reply to every single comment, so make sure your voices are heard because you guys have a voice in everything we do going forward. Thank you guys very much, and let's get into it. Alright, what's up, guys? So we're doing the I have or I have not challenge. On my left, on your right, is Ant. What's up, Ant?
What's up?
And then on my right, we have Savvy.
Here.
Alright, so we're not going to waste you guys' time. We have two pieces of paper, I have or I have not, and we're going to jump right into this. Okay, number one, never have I ever shoplifted. Alright, so let's start with you. What have you shoplifted?
Definitely when I was a kid, right? I was in the store on Kingsbridge where my pops lived, and I was just like, I was in the back by where the juices were.
And you had to run some juices?
Yeah, I tried to run some juices and I put it in my pocket, and I was like walking out the store, and the owner, he looked at me, he was like, "What you got in your pocket?" And I was like, "Nothing." And then he was like, "Come here." So I went to towards the counter, and he looked at my pocket, and there was like a big bulge in my pocket. So he was like, take what's out your pocket, and I took it out. And he was just like.
So you got caught.
Yeah,
you got caught.
Yeah.
All right. what did you shoplift?
I don't know. I stole mad things when I was a kid, like bottles of soda, gum, candy.
Alright, so we just have some delinquent Quins here. Okay,
That's like some minor offenses.
That's minor offenses. All right. Never have I ever gone surfing. Yeah, I think I know the answer for everyone here. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not the type of people we are. I don't know. It's just.
Yeah, we're
More of an East Coast vibe.
Never have I ever been electrocuted. Alright, so you want to go first?
Honestly, I can't even remember. Like sometimes you touch a socket and it's just not it. That shit shocks you.
Yeah, that's me too. Like sometimes you just be trying to plug stuff in and you just go a little bit too far with your fingers, and it's not a very good feeling. I wouldn't recommend it. You got electrocuted in a funny way, actually. I think I was kind of responsible for it.
yeah.
I paid $5 for you to get tasered.
Oh, okay.
I paid you $5 for you to get tasered. I still have the video. If I have the video, I'll throw it up here. I might have lost it, but I might have the.
Yeah, I got tased for $5.
I think someone else threw you $5, and you got 10 cash, respectively.
I got tased twice. That's why.
Never have I ever gotten stitches. Oh, so I'm the only one. All right. Well, to make the long story short, I got cracked in my face. I probably deserved it because I hit the kid first. And there's a lot of shit talking going back and forth, and I pushed the kid first, and I have a scar right. Oh, you can't really see it. I don't know. Off camera you could see it, but there's a nice scar there. I got stitches, and I kept lying to my mom. I told her that I fell playing handball, and neither she nor the doctors believed me. But I digress. Never have I ever ridden an animal.
I have.
What kind of animal did you ride?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure there was
Oh, I definitely have.
Well, I mean, I think there's
definitely
only
a horse.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think there's only one answer. What else have you ridden?
I think if you've been to the zoo, I'm pretty sure you could ride a camel or something. I'm pretty sure I did that. No funny shit.
Oh yeah, they have it in the center. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Well, I rode a horse.
camel.
Actually, funny story about that. So I went to this resort. It was kind of like a little resort. They have archery, a bunch of outside type of things. And I was gonna get on this horse, and I ended up. My aunt, the horse was kind of wild, so my aunt ended up going on the horse, and I got a more calm horse. And that horse ended up spazzing, throwing my aunt off, and then fell on her, and she broke her ankle. So, and I was 7 years old, so I probably would have died, honestly. So. Thank you to my aunt, you were a real one, and I think she actually ended up suing the resort, so I don't think I could go back there, but yeah, needless to say. You said the same thing, right, the camel and the zoo?
No, it was a horse. I rode a horse.
Okay, that was dope. How'd you like it?
Yeah, it was fun.
Okay. You rode some animals over here, and there's some girls down there. Never have I ever broken a bone. I've actually been pretty lucky.
I have.
I think I know this story. How did you break your bone, Anthony?
I rang someone's doorbell and ran away. I picked a bad route, and my ankle twisted and I fell.
And then it broke.
Yeah, that shit was.
I remember that.
for.
Didn't people have to carry you away from the crime scene?
Yeah, and he wasn't even home too. When
Yeah,
I was
he
on the
wasn't.
ground, I saw him pulling up to the crib.
Ding door ditch.
He wasn't even ding
Was
door
I said
ditch. Ding dong ditch. He wasn't even home, so the ding dong ditch didn't even work properly, and he broke an ankle.
Instant karma.
Yeah, instant karma. Never have I ever chipped a tooth.
Have not.
I'm very blessed to say that. All right, Sab, you want to go first because mine's embarrassing.
I was just messing with a pen and it had like a metal, like something metal in it, and yeah, I chipped my tooth.
So, this is actually, this is a fake tooth. Well, half of it's fake because, well, it's a cap, so the whole thing's fake, but I have half of a tooth underneath it. But, so, it was the day before Thanksgiving. I was like 18, and I didn't have a belt on, so my jeans kept falling, and I was walking home wasted out of my mind. I downed probably like 3/4 of a Henny bottle. I was actually with you guys before I went home. And, I was walking home and my pants were falling, so I was kind of like wobbling back and forth, and then I thought it was funny, so I kept wobbling faster and faster, and then my shoe just hit a crack, and I completely face planted. I had cuts all over my face, and I chipped my tooth, and I was bleeding, and it actually wasn't as painful until they have to grind your tooth down so the cap fits on. That was the most painful because I was so wasted that night that it didn't really hurt, but oh man, I didn't leave my house for like a month because I was just so embarrassed. I had half a tooth. It was just it was a really really tough time for me, honestly. It was a pretty unfortunate circumstance. It was just
I was
unfortunate.
on the same thing.
Never, I don't even know, that one's just kind of confusing. Never have I ever been caught cheating on a test. Honestly,
Have not.
yeah, I don't think so. And considering Mr. Donovan's class, back in the day when everything was on Google, on the Quizlets, I'm pretty blessed to say that, to be
Good
honest.
cheaters.
Facts.
Yeah. Well, I didn't do it.
Smooth criminal.
I feel like I didn't do it that often, though.
Facts.
I feel like it was only, like, in, like, the later years of high school when, like, everything was just, like, everyone knew it was online and everyone else was going to cheat, so was I really going to be the only person who got, like, a bad grade for not doing it? You know what I mean? Like, I just had to do it. Never have I ever had a paranormal experience.
I don't even know, honestly. I'm gonna say I have not.
I wouldn't say.
Because I can't remember.
I feel like, yeah, it's just like a confusing story. Like, I was at my grandma's house when I was little. I was like 6 or 7 years old, and my uncle, it was like kind of known for like somewhat being haunted, but no one ever believed it because obviously people just don't believe ghosts are real and stuff. But so I was sent upstairs to the top floor while everyone was downstairs to go get something, and I saw some like ghost, well, some dude who I thought it was a dude, but ended up being like a ghost, I guess, sitting on a rocking chair. And I went downstairs and I described the person, and they said it resembled my grandpa who had died before I was born. So I actually never met him, but I described him perfectly, and apparently that was like his rocking chair that he used to use all the time. So that was pretty crazy, and I don't really share that too much because people just be thinking I'm crazy, so I kind of just keep it to myself. But you know, whatever. Never have I ever danced in an elevator. Of course I have.
Yeah.
I don't think I have.
Oh.
I ain't a dancer.
Well, I feel like, you know, like there's just like, you know, okay, think about how many times you've been on an elevator. Probably many, many times. And now think about how many times you've been on an elevator lit. Probably still a solid amount of times.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, you're lit, you're just dancing a little bit. Honestly, a lot of it was when I was in Albany because, you know, you come home lit, I had to go back up to the 15th floor. So I just, you know, get my bop on in the elevator a little bit while I'm going back to the dorm for the night. Never have I ever worn glasses with fake lenses.
What is
What constitutes a fake lens?
I mean, I don't think sunglasses count, so I just think we all have them because I don't know who does that. That's kind of weird.
It's like one of those glasses with the mustache and shit.
Never have I ever stolen something from a restaurant.
What would you steal from a restaurant?
Honestly, like,
A fork?
I didn't steal it, but I was with the person who stole it, so I feel like I'm just as guilty. But I was with someone at a restaurant. I can't really remember the exact details of it, but pretty much they just had these really cool cups, and like someone I was with stole the cup because it was really cool, and like I don't know, like I just kind of feel like I was part of it because I was there, so I'm just gonna take the blame. Never have I ever been trapped in an elevator. I was once trapped in an elevator for like 15 minutes. So it wasn't that bad. It wasn't like one of those like 3 or 4 hour long things, but honestly, I get claustrophobic, and I was in there with a few other people, so it's not like I even had the whole elevator to myself. Like I was getting very claustrophobic, and honestly, I am so grateful that it was only 15 minutes, because I think if it was like anywhere over a half an hour, I would have bugged out and had a panic attack, and like it just would have been even more miserable of an experience.
Boy, that sounds terrible.
Never have I ever texted for 4 hours straight.
Like without putting the phone down, right?
Yeah, you understand it. You have not. Really. I feel like everyone has that one girl, or if you're a girl, that one guy who like you were just so crazy about that you just ended up texting for like mad hours straight at some point.
But eventually I always put my phone down. Like I'm not.
Well, it's not saying you literally can't put it down. It's saying like you're on your phone, and as soon as you get a text, you're replying to it, and then you know what I mean?
So like you're just vibing over text.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying like I'm just gonna sit here like this for 4 hours. It's not like anything else. You know what I mean? So you obviously scroll back and forth off stuff. Never have I ever walked for more than 8 hours straight. I think I have, cause like I was a waiter, so like I didn't get to sit down for my shift, so
I actually think
worked
I
for
have
13 hours one time straight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think if you work and your job requires you to stand up, like you have, you know what I mean? So yeah, that was a simple one. It doesn't feel good though when you get, but actually it's kind of cool though, cause then you never appreciate sitting down until you have a job like that where you're standing for so long. Cause then you actually sit down and you're like, wow, like this is the greatest thing ever. And also like when you're not working and like you just get to like go in your bed and sleep whenever you want, like you appreciate it so much more when like you were working hard and then you get to your bed, like it means that much more to you, I feel like. Never have I ever tried to cut my own hair.
I just did it like the other day.
Yeah, you had a sick fro. I'm not gonna lie.
I have not.
You're a liar.
I mean, I like the sides don't count, but like the top, I ain't trying that.
Bro, you do your beard and anything. Yeah, I think you have. Yeah, you have. We're counting
a little
that.
bit off your hair. That still counts.
Yeah, that definitely still counts.
I've like shaped up the sides a little bit.
By the way, Pineapple Aloe Water should sponsor me because they're the best. That one tastes disgusting. Don't get that one.
Right? I mean, this is the regular one. Aloe, yeah. It's way better. Nah, that's not better than that.
Never have I ever thought I was going to drown. Okay, so I guess we'll start with you.
I don't know, nothing really specific, but like everybody got that moment, like when you're in the pool and like, you've been swimming for a minute, you're getting mad tired. It's like I gotta get to the rim of the pool. It's like you're starting to run out of gas. You're like
the tank's almost empty, but you're not near the corner yet.
You start panicking a little bit.
Yeah,
the same thing he said. I was in like an 8 feet deep pool and I was getting tired. I caught a cramp and thought I was gonna drown, but I made it.
we made it. Honestly, like I was in Arizona one time and like a family member had like a family friend had like a huge pool in Arizona. I was young, and I didn't really know how to swim yet. Like I kind of did, but I also kind of didn't. I wasn't professional by any means. I should still have been in the short side, but so I jumped in and like no one was outside yet, because I had strict orders not to go into the deep end. But I jumped straight forward into the deep end, and honestly, like I came pretty close to drowning. Like I was in there for a few minutes, and it was actually really bad. And I probably got out like right before I lost consciousness. My mom came out and she's a really good swimmer and she saved me. Thank you, Mom. I love you if you're watching this. Because no joke, I almost. Oh, and also another time, my brother's friend had friends who were like bad kids, delinquents, and they like almost purposely tried to drown me. Like I don't think they would have let it get to the point where I died, but they were like dipping me OD, and like at one of the points I got water, like, and and then once that happens, there's no recovering. Like, so yeah, that was like. Yeah, I don't know. I still like water though. I'm surprised I'm not scarred, honestly, but never have I ever fallen in love at first sight.
I have not.
Oh, well, I actually thought you were gonna say you have, but I don't know. You never seen that beautiful girl, and you're like, yo. Honestly, like my
I
ex.
see
like,
her, and then she don't interact with me. I don't interact with her, and then it's just that's it.
Oh yeah.
Even if she looks good, though, I wouldn't fall in love.
I feel like
for
what
a second, for a second though, it's like
you might
Yeah,
be my future
for a
wife.
second you envision the rest of your life, and you're like, nah, never mind.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I feel like I remember like when I saw like one of my exes, and I was like, yo, no lie, like that's gonna be my girlfriend. And then like I don't know, we ended up having a pretty long relationship. So like I feel like sometimes you feel it, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's permanent. But at that moment, you feel like it's love at first sight. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I feel like it's possible. Cause some people don't think that's possible, but I think it's possible.
I think it's possible, but it ain't happened to me yet.
Never have I ever been awake for 2 days straight. So 48 hours. I think I know the one person. Oh wow. So would you like to elaborate on that?
Just playing. When I was younger, I used to play a lot of video games, and I just used to binge video games. Modern Warfare 2.
I know sometimes you have like insomnia, so is that why you
Like yeah, and then video games too. It's like
I feel
lose
you.
track of time. It's like 10 in the morning.
Yeah, I would say I have not, but cause 48 hours is a lot of time. I think my record is like 38 hours or something. So I was like 10 hours off, like a day and a half. But no, I don't think I ever made it to 2 days. That's crazy. You can start like hallucinating and stuff once you're off a certain amount of time with no rest.
Yeah.
And then yeah, it's just. Never have I accidentally sent someone to the hospital.
I have not.
Yeah, I don't think I have. Yeah, no way. Yeah, well, that's good. At least we're not like too bad at people.
people.
Yeah, like. I feel like some of these are so weird. It's like never have I seen an alligator or crocodile in the wild. Like we don't live in an area where that's like predominant, like or possible.
Oh yeah.
In Florida, you seen
Yeah,
one?
I've seen one.
Oh, so you seen one? See this? I guess some people do. I don't know. Never had I ever had a surprise party thrown for me.
I guess when you're a kid, though, I mean, they're kind of always a surprise.
I don't think that counts.
Yeah, so I'm
'Cause
not.
I feel like I've had birthday parties that maybe I wasn't fully aware of.
Yeah, I have not.
I guess people don't fuck with me to that extent. I don't know. Maybe this show will change. Who knows?
People definitely don't.
Never have I accidentally said I love you to someone.
How do you accidentally say I love you to someone?
I have not.
So like sometimes like because I always say like I love you, like I made it a habit to say I love you to people that like I fuck with heavy, and especially like my family members, you know what I mean? Because like I feel like God forbid something ever happens, like you should always say I love you to people that you love before you're done with the conversation or done seeing them. So like I guess I was so used to doing that like I got my food one day and I said I love you to the person after I got my food because it was like a buy, and I guess like I had positive emotions for them because I was getting food I enjoyed. I don't know, but it was really awkward. I was like, oh my bad, like yeah, I just drove off because it was a drive-through window. I was like, I'm out. I'll never see you again. I probably won't come back to this McDonald's ever again. Never have I ever pressed send and then immediately regretted it. I mean, if you say you have not, you're lying.
Honestly, I have not.
You have not. You've never sent a message and then you were like, I kind of wish I didn't say that. I feel like it's happened to me like 100 times. Like like it happens to me all the time. Like even if it's just like it doesn't even have to be like spilling emotions and then like you wish you didn't send that. Like sometimes sometimes I'd be like, yeah, like I'm down to chill, and then I'm like, oh, I kind of want to stay home, and like that's something I wish I didn't send. Like right there, you know what I mean? There's so many things.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. For the most part, if I say something, I mean it.
I respect that. I respect that. See this guy? Stand-up individual right here we got going on. Okay, I'm going to do like 2 more questions and we'll call it quits because we're at about probably like a 19-minute video right now. Never have I ever had someone slap me across the face.
My mom slapped me across the face a couple times.
Yeah, my mom's gotten me good a few times, but I've also had like slapping fights with people.
Slap boxing.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like I've even had one where it was just straight endurance, like no blocking, just like boom, boom, back and forth until someone gives. You know what I mean? Like
I ain't never did nothing like that.
You don't be slap boxing?
Nah, not where I'm actually hitting someone, because then that like
It
somebody hits me in the
escalates,
face, I'm gonna get tight.
yeah, it escalates. Yeah, facts. Alright, so this is gonna be the last one. So we're gonna try to pick something like as juicy as possible because some of these aren't very good. dun, Oh, this one's a good one, especially if you've like had jobs. Never have I ever been screamed at by a customer at my job.
I have not.
Oh, really? You know what's crazy is like I'm a really good worker. Like when I have a job, like I hustle. You know what I mean? Cause like especially if there's room to level up or if it's a job where you get tips. Like I'm always given the extra to try to get extra. You know what I mean? And there was this one lady and she was complaining about the prices of the food when she got her check to me. And she was like full on bugging out on me. And I'm like, ma'am, like I'm just your waiter. Like I do not own the place. I did not set the prices. I did not charge you this. And like the thing is that like the place I worked at, like it was a seafood place. And don't get me wrong, it was expensive. It was probably like $40 for fried shrimp or something, like $30. Which is probably like higher than what it should be, like 15, 18, something like that. But the portions were so big you could not complain. Like if you're eating all that, you're not complaining, and also you're taking home another 1 to 2 meals of the same dish because it's such a large portion. And she just spazzed on me, honestly, and it was just very unfortunate because like I didn't deserve that. And then she didn't leave me a tip either, so it was actually a really sad day because they were there for mad long. They were one of those people who just linger in the restaurant, like just sipping drinks after for mad long, and it was just a bad time, honestly. Kind of makes me sad thinking about it. But anyway, so that wraps up the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. That is Sabby. That is Ant. I'm ZillTheGOAT, and it's been a pleasure. Have a great one.